Hello there. I hope everyone is having an excellent Friday. And next Sunday is Palm Sunday, and the whole week is about to begin. Please be safe. Try not to go to places where there are a lot of people. And welcome to another session of Learning English with the Beatles. We are going to use another record. This one is Silver Beatles. Okay, this is a very interesting record. As you can see, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Pete Best. Not Ringo Starr wasn't in the band yet. So the songs that here we have recorded, the drummer is Pete Best. I am going to begin by reading, do a little reading that I found very interesting. Follow me, okay? Try to get the main idea. Okay, it's about this, the Silver Beatles, Volume 1, okay? On January the 1st, 1962, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and drummer Pete Best stood by their formal audition in the West Hampstead studios of Decca Records. They were ready for the magic that would take them to the top. The Beatles had every reason to feel optimistic. In less than 2 months, their new mentor, Brian Epstein, had used his contacts and influences as one of the largest retailers in the north of England to secure the attention of a major London-based record label. The previous month, Decca's Mike Smith had attended one of the concert performances by the group at Liverpool's Cavern Club and had agreed to set up an audition in London for New Year's Day. It was a chilly morning, and the Beatles were somewhat nervous, though confident. After all, they had come a long way from John Lennon's two-man skiffle band in 1956, developing a powerful, distinctive sound that made them one of the most popular bands in the Merseyside area. They had paid their dues, not only knocking about the local dance halls and bars, but also turning in marathon all-night performances at the Raucous Kaiserkeller in Hamburg. While in Germany, they had even cut their first disc, but only as the one-time uncredited backing group to Elvis Presley-style vocalist Tony Sheridan. Remember Tony Sheridan, the previous record? The audition with Decca was the break they had been waiting for, the chance to secure a recording contract for themselves. At the Decca session, the Beatles played a mixed bag of material from their stage show, emphasizing rock and pop standards, with only a few Lennon-McCartney originals. Brian Epstein had strongly suggested they stick with familiar selections. Mike Smith seemed pleased with their performance, but warned Epstein that the final decision on any contract would depend on his superior. When word came down, the news was bad. Decca passed on the Beatles, choosing to sign another band instead, Brian Poole and the Tremelos. Understandably, the details of this decision became quite difficult to pin down once the Beatles achieved worldwide fame. After all, who wanted to be known as the man who gave the Beatles away? One possible explanation offered, though, did provide both very practical reasoning and a face saving out travel costs. Given two talented groups, it simply made more sense for Decca to select the London-based Tremelos over performers who live some 200 miles away. That was Liverpool. Nonetheless, the Decca session did provide Brian Epstein with one valuable dividend, a high-quality studio tape of the Beatles that he could use in approaching other labels. By the summer, he at last secured another audition, this one with George Martin at EMI's Parlophone Records. That proved far more successful, winning the Beatles a contract that launched their fabulously successful recording career. This album contains 7 tunes from Amstein tapes: Three Cool Cats, Memphis, Bésame Mucho, Chic of Arabic, and I think that Till There Was You, Searching, and Sure to Fall. Okay. Well, this album contains 7 tunes from Epstein tapes, providing a rare glimpse of the Beatles in the studio less than 8 months before recording Love Me Do, their first Parlophone single. All of the songs are cover versions, demonstrating the wide range of material the group drew from on stage to supplement their growing catalog of original compositions. There's a straight ahead rock and roll from Chuck Berry, Memphis, 2 items from the Coasters, Searching and Three Cool Cats, a show tune from the Music Man, Till There Was You, novelty style interpretation of all standards, The Chic of Araby, and Bésame Mucho, Consuelito Velázquez, Bésame Mucho, and even a country and western tune from Carl Perkins, Sure to Fall. Only one of these songs, Till There Was You, was subsequently recorded and released on Parlophone. So this great package fulfills every Beatle fan's dream of a studio quality collection of new material. So 20 years old, these tracks can rest comfortably alongside the rest of the Beatles catalog, providing a satisfying taste of what was to come from the world's most popular folk song. So not 20 years. This is an old record, so more than 50 years. We're talking about more than 50 years. Okay, and then we have the author of these notes is Walter J. Podrasik. Walter J. Podrasik is co-author with Harry Castleman of 3 books about the Beatles. Altogether now, the first complete Beatles discography, The Beatles Against, and in late 1982, The End of the Beatles. All 3 are available in hardcover from the Pearland Press Box, 1808, Ann Arbor, Michigan. The story of the Beatles of the Ed Sullivan Show was included in the popular history of television, watching TV, in hardcover and paperback from McGraw-Hill. Okay, so that's a commercial for the record and the books. Then, well, very well. I found this. You know that I got this record in San Diego many years ago. The first time that I traveled to San Diego, and then we went to a mall, and in the mall we went to a store where they sold records, and I was happy to find this record. And this is the first time that I read the information that is in the back cover. Very interesting. Now let's go to our session, and for that I am going to share the screen. Of course, we are going to begin with the first song of the record, that is Three Cool Cats. Okay, this is a song. Where is the information of the song? Three Cool Cats. Let's see. Three Cool Cats. English. Three Cool Cats. Let's see, English. Okay, very well. Three Cool Cats is a 1958 song written by Jerry Leiber and Mike Stoller. Okay, here they are. Lyricist Jerome Leiber and composer Michael Stoller were American songwriting and record producing partners. They found success as the writers of such crossover hit songs as Hound Dog, the one of Young Hound Dog, and Elvis Presley, and Kansas City. Hey, 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 hey. That was Kansas City was also recorded by the Beatles later in his career. It was originally recorded by the Coasters. Okay, the Coasters. You know this band were the Coasters, an American rhythm and blues rock and roll vocal group who had a string of hits in the late 1950s, beginning with Searching and Young Blood. Okay, so we are going to listen to the 2 versions, the one of the Silver Beatles and the one of the Coasters. And you can make your decision on which one it's better. And that's it, okay? Three Cool Cats was one of the 15 songs recorded by the Beatles for their Decca record audition on New Year's Day in 1962 in London. The Beatles cover version featured George Harrison's vocals and Pete Best on drums. We commented about that. The Beatles manager Brian Epstein personally chose this and the 14 other auditions numbers for the band's Merseyside Bands, Hall and Rock Club repertoire. The recording was included on the Beatles anthology. The group also performed the song several times during the Get Back, Let It Be sessions. So probably we are going to see this song being performed in the movie that is coming, Get Back, and I hope that we can see it. It would be really interesting seeing the Beatles singing Three Cool Cats. Okay, very well. There have been many other covers of this song. And talking about covers, I want to tell you that there is one of Roberto Carlos. We are going to comment a little bit about this Roberto Carlos version. In the meantime, let's go to the lyrics. Three cool cats, okay? Three cool cats. This is not literal. They are not talking about real cats. In fact, let's go to the dictionary and look for cat. You know what a cat is, okay? A cat, a small furry carnivorous animal they kept as a pet. Okay, everybody knows what a cat is. But in this case, cat is related to a person. Okay, number three, a person, especially a man, a devotee of jazz. So we are talking about three cool cats, three men who most probably enjoyed jazz. So three cool cats are coming up in a beat up car. Beat up. Okay, first of all, let's look for beat up. So we look for beat and then we have the preposition up. And we have beat up. To strike repeatedly so as to cause painful injury. Trash. The gang beat him up. The gang beat anyone they could. Okay, the idea here is that the car probably was in a very bad condition and most probably old. So a beat up car. Three cool cats are coming up in a beat up car. Speeding up a leaf or candy bar. Speeding up. Okay, let's look for speeding up. So we are going to look for a speed, and a speed is to expel saliva from the mouth. Okay, to expel something from the mouth. To sputter. But we have a speed up to vomit, to throw up. So probably they were drunk, most probably, and they were speeding up a lift of a candy bar. A leaf is like a piece of a candy bar. A candy bar, well, candy and a bar. Okay, taking on about how sharp they are. Okay, talking on about how sharp they are. Three cool cats. Let's look for sharp. Sharp in this case has a different sense than the literal meaning. Having a thin cutting edge, like with a knife, for example, a sharp knife, ending in an edge or point. But in this case, sharp is piercing sound, felt strongly, probably intense, mentally quick, keen. Keen, abruptly, punctually, about the pitch. Abrupt. Okay, this one. Felt acutely intense, distressing, fierce or violent, keen or eager. I like eager, okay, like with a lot of energy. They were in a party, okay. They were traveling in a beat up car, in fact, but they were having at his way, considering the style, a good time, okay. Talking on about how sharp, how smart, how intelligent they are, okay, three cool cats. And then on the other hand, well, let me tell you first that when I first listened to this song, I always thought that three cool cats referred to three cool chicks. And for me, we were talking about a female cat, and therefore we were talking about girls. I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. And now I have found out that three cool cats refers to three men, and three cool chicks refers to girls. Let's look for chick. Okay, chicken. Okay, a young chicken or other bird. But in slang is a young woman. Okay, so we're talking about three men and three young ladies, three young girls, three cool chicks are walking down the street. Well, that's easy. Walking down the street is very common. You can listen to the expression in Pretty woman, walking down the street. Okay, so we are going to find a lot of times this expression, and the idea is only somebody walking and following a street, swinging their hips. Okay, swinging like balancing, and hips, that part of the body. And these girls were walking and swinging their hips, and they got the attention of the three cool cats. Is splitting up a bag of potato chips. Split. Let's look for a split. A split to divide from end to end or into layers. So you can imagine the bag of chips, like sabritas, sabrositas, okay? And what they were doing were opening the bag, okay? Splitting the bag so that they can take the chips and eat. Splitting up a bag of potato chips. I think cool cats really did flip. Okay, in this case, flip. What happened with the three cool cats? That they flip, and that is to turn over by or as if by tossing. Okay, oh, three cool chicks, that was the action. Okay, oh, three cool chicks. So I think cool cats really did flip. They turned to look at the girls. Three cool chicks, yeah, three cool chicks. Well, up came that first cool cat, the first man. Okay, the first man came, and he said, "Man, look at that." That's literal, okay? I'm very easy. "Man, do you see what I see?" "Well, I want that middle chick." Okay, that's the chick that was in the middle. Three of them, okay? Three of them. This is the one that she is referring to, the middle chick. "I want that little chick." "Hey, man, say one chick for me." No, I think the idea is highness, how tall they were. Middle chick. So imagine the chicks are my fingers, okay, and the middle would be in the middle tall, and then the little, the shortest. Excuse me, the shorter, the smaller, and the other says, "Hey man, say one chick for me." This is one, but no. This is one, not once. "Hey man, say one chick for me." "Hey, well, three cool chicks, three cool chicks. Well, they love like angels from up above." Okay, this is symbolical. They are not angels, but they are like angels who love. Well, they love like angels from up above the sky. Okay, heaven. And three cool cats really fell in love. Love at first sight. Okay, when they flip. Well, three cool chicks made three fools out of three cool cats. Three cool cats. So these three cool chicks didn't pay attention to the three cool cats. So what they did was for nothing, because the three cool chicks were not interested in three cool cats. Well, up came that first cool cat, and he said, "Man, look at that. Man, do see what I see. Well, I want that middle chick. I want that little chick. Hey, man, say one chick for, you see, one, not once. Three cool chicks, three cool chicks that look like angels from up above, and three cool cats really fell in love, and three cool chicks made three fools. Oh, the three cool cats, three cool cats." And That's the story of Three Cool Cats. So that's the first song of this record. And in the next session, we are going to analyze Memphis. Well, Three Cool Cats is sung by George Harrison, Memphis by John Lennon. And the third song, I am really excited because it's Bésame Mucho of Consuelito Velázquez. Very well. So what else? Oh, I was going to comment a little bit about the cover of Roberto Carlos. This is Portuguese, okay? Meow. That's the beginning of the song. And then we have I am a thrilling cat in this life of mine. It is sour or really sour. It's only ceiling, I guess. And I despise the other people. I am I am a black cat. I am a black cat. My my sad story, my sad story. I will tell you about it. And after, okay, I don't know what is going to happen with this session, but I think that I had an interruption, and it is impossible for me to know as from what part we didn't have a connection. But I want to imagine that you could follow me with the lyrics. Otherwise, I can repeat it, no problem. But in the meantime, I was with this version of Roberto Carlos, and they say gato negra, okay, negro gato, and it will be this shouldn't be female but male. Laughing, 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 meow. I am a thrilling cat. In this love of mine, it is quite sour. It's only the ceiling, maybe the top, and I despise the rest of the people. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. My sad story, I will tell you about it. And after you heard it, I know you're going to cry. Long time, I don't know what is a good dish. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. 7 lives I have to live. 7 opportunities I have to win. But if you eat, I end in a hole. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. One day there, in the poor hill of myself, somebody will want my skin to do a tambourine. I think that's the word, tambourine. Afraid I disappeared in the forest. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. Ooh, meow. 7 lives I gotta live. 7 opportunities I have to win. But if you don't eat me, I end in a hole. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. One day in the poor hill of myself, somebody will want my skin to do a tambourine. Frightened, scared, afraid, I disappeared in the forest. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. Okay, so listen to the version that I am going to have in this session, and listen to the Beatles Three Cool Cats, and to the Coasters version, of course, and why not also to Roberto Carlos version in Portuguese. So enjoy the music, practice your English, and stay home. Remember that if you go out, you have to take care. And we are going to continue some other day with the session of learning English with the Beatles. Again, my invitation for you to subscribe my YouTube channel and follow me with this lesson. Suggestions, recommendations, complaints are accepted beforehand, so you're very welcome. I would be glad to answer any question or to read your comments about anything, please. And I just want you to be happy and practice your English using the Beatles music. Have fun. See you later and enjoy the Holy Week. Okay?